don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left on a run.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
For the double. 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 55
to Mike. Man out.
Go.
Me.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Go. 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Watch the twitch.
Yes.
Motion out of the backfield.
Be careful.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Go. Don't be scared of it.
Check 3, check 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Mike, check. 50.
Hey, check. Check.
First down, Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, Zoo.
Showing up. Rush in.
Topper. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
Now Rashad Penny.
Check 26, check 26.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 52. Team spill. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here we go. 70, Indy. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 13. Check 13. Blue draw corkers.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Smooth.
55 is my guy. 55. In your face.
Let go.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
There we go, Mike. On. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Pull it together. Check 3. Kill.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31, check 31. Watch the edge.
Hey, Delta. Mike, be careful, be careful.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Just like that.
And his pass incomplete.
The 1st down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
I'm coming for that.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Echo. Yep.
55, Mike 55.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Hey, wahoo. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
You got nothing. Go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays, because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a mid-order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Safe.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Bring it.
Out.
Murray now. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Mike 54. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
Slam, slam, slam.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready up.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Check Mike, check Mike. 61. Match by 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike by 5. Watch the pass.
Recon, 132 fighter. Big rip, big rip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set. 70, Indy.
Game situation. Let's go.
Joker, 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 Joker.
General West. 2.
On second down, Carlisle. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We own them.
They run it again with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. Steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
Set, hut, 18 on it, 15 on it, 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Bring it.
Now they try the right side here. Powerful running. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own. Yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tighten up.
They'll try the left side. Carlisle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Hey, you got 3.
Go.
Hey, we go Mike 20. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, come on.
Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double.
Mike 55. Watch the curve.
Look at me. Zipper.
On 2nd down now, Carlisle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Set up. 60 or.
Check. Watch 54.
I got him. Hurry.
Let's go. Run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Pick me up. Here we go. Slam.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Ready. Off the screen.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
On third down, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's get in there, 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. 66. Pull it. Ha. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Kill.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Stop your whining. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, keep it, hey. Big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Pick up the ball. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
He'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Luke Kuechly in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. To try again after the sack. Murray dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on.